It's a story that spans almost 4,000 years. A story mired in controversy. Its message is timeless and mysterious. The Egyptian Book of the Dead is the ancient Egyptians' guide to the afterlife, and it may well be the world's first religious document. From the maverick archaeologist who plotted to smuggle it out of Egypt,
I will not tolerate any deviation from the law, either by you or by your native friends,
to a terrifying journey into the afterlife itself. The Egyptian Book of the Dead is a story as old as civilization, the first vision of Judgment Day. A book that may answer the questions mankind has been asking for millennia. Mummies. The mysterious remnants of one of history's oldest civilizations. They whisper of vast expanses of time, of secrets wrapped deep within their ancient shrouds. They are so familiar, yet so alien. A frightening reminder of our own mortality, yet a tantalizing promise of immortality. The mummy is only the remnant of a far greater mystery. The ancient Egyptians believed in a vast and intricate afterlife. Each mummified corpse was expected to resurrect in another world, for which there was only one guide, the Egyptian Book of the Dead, the name given to scrolls entombed with the mummified dead in ancient Egypt.
The Book of the Dead was a kind of guidebook for the deceased and a book of spells to aid the deceased in his journey through the afterlife and the process of becoming immortal.
It was certainly a book of magic. It's a collection of spells, the chief purpose of which is to enable life after death and immortality to the deceased.
It is a book for the dead because it tells us about what the dead will face in the afterlife. This is why we call it the Book of the Dead. It is very important because this is a quest of immortality.
It has been said that the ancient Egyptians cared more about their life after death than their life on Earth. The ancient city of Thebes in the 19th dynasty, more than 3,000 years ago. This is the story of one Egyptian whom history only records as Ani. Ani lived during a high point of Egyptian culture, known as the New Kingdom. Between 1600 and 1200 BC, brilliant military pharaohs conquered lands from Nubia to Syria. Pharaohs like Ramses and Seti built enormous palaces and lavish religious temples. Ani enjoyed one of the highest standards of living in ancient Egyptian history. It was in these historic periods of relative prosperity that people began to contemplate questions of philosophy, life, and the afterlife. The afterlife weighed heavily on Ani's mind. The idea of dying without proper preparation for the next world jeopardized one's chances for eternal paradise.
يخفاخ ونحن حمو وعندنا ناح عنك
بختليتي الشغوت يواس نوها نانا هرير اتري موسيق نخنوخ